Chapter 610 EAA Chapter 610 Advertisement Chapter 610 Solon Dongfang June Part 3 Wang Lin smiled coldly with a trace of sinister light that flashed across her eyes. Mu Ru's expression was still as calm as she was from the start. It was as though that she didn't hear her words. This made Wang Lin increasingly frustrated. Humph. I will see how long you can pretend. Wang Lin's gaze turned slightly grim. An intense ball of fury blazed in her heart when she thought about this woman disparaging and humiliating Mr. Dongfang. It can't be you think that someone will save you, right? Didn't you hear what father said? Even if it is God, he wouldn't be able to save the two of you. Only death awaits both of you as spies that had the guts in infiltrating the Wang city. Once they die, that wolf's contract will terminate. The wolf will then be unable to leave Mr. Dongfang after he forcefully contracted her. Mr. Dongfang won't be in so much pain then. Wang Lin's heart ached and smiled bitterly. She had done so much for that man and even helped him thought of ways in getting that woman. But there wasn't any sign of her presence in his eyes from the start. Is that so? An elderly voice came through the door from outside the interrogation room. Wang Dan was stunned. He then saw two people walking into the room when he turned his head. An elder in a flax-color gown that had long sleeves to cover up his arms was seen, enveloping his thin and feeble body within the gown. There was also a handsome middle-aged man beside him. His gaze was as cold as blades. His eyes was as sharp as an eagle's as he swept a gaze that landed on Wang Dan. Head and young master, why have you come? Wang Dan was slightly shocked. Why have the head and young master come to this place? Wang Dan, Wang Lingtian's gaze landed on Mu Ruu and with his gaze slightly darkened, he continued, I don't know what crimes they did for the two of them to be locked up in the interrogation room. Wang Dan looked puzzled at Wang Lingtian, but he still explained, it is like that. Head, the two of them entered the Wang city without passes, so I suspect that they are spies from other places. Hence, I captured them to interrogate them. Who knows that they aren't cooperating and won't confess their motives. I am just planning on torturing them into confession, but you appeared. Torturing them into confession. Wang Lingtian's expression darkened instantly. He was so tempted to just smack this fool that only screwed up more than accomplishing tasks to death. He had already regretted after Mu Ruu told him that he didn't have long to live. He was thinking of ways on how to repair their relationships. Who knew that Wang Dan would lock them up? In this care, it would make this matter even more challenging. I will settle this debt with you later. Wang Lingtian cast an ice-cold gaze at Wang Dan. He then walked briskly toward Mu Ruu with a smile on his strict face and invited, "Lady Mu, I'm here to invite you to the Wang family as a guest." The head smiled. Wang Dan and Wang Lin were stupefied as they doubted their sight. The head had personally come here to invite this woman with a smile. What identity did she have? What about her that was worthy for the head to personally make a trip to visit her? Swish. Wang Dan's face paled after he thought about what he had done previously. His body started to sway. I'm doomed. I had captured the guests of the Wang family. The head will definitely not forgive me this time. Wang Lin was even more alarmed as compared to Wang Dan.